Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some Orzhov Lifegain. I wanted to take a crack at this deck for a while. Mono red running absolutely rampant everywhere, and I wanted to try to build a deck that could kind of counter it. There's not a ton of new cards. Actually, right now there's no new cards in this list, so right away, like, if that's upsetting, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. But I'll explain kind of why that is in a moment. So things happen when new sets come out. Either an archetype that's not necessarily that strong in the past becomes strong because it gets new cards, or an archetype in the past that was kind of strong and never reached its potential because the meta didn't curve for it can then become strong. And that's what I think might have happened with this Lifegain deck. We faced against red an awful lot, and I think it went well. I do think there's some tuning we can do, and obviously we can look towards a new set for that. But I wanted to start off by putting a build together that just felt nice, and then even see if it's possible. Like, I played some matches beforehand, before even uploading this, being like, I'm not sure if this is what I'm going to be playing or what, but it's what I end up settling on. So the main goal of this deck is just strictly gaining life and playing bats, and the way we do that is with cases and Ruin-Lurker Bat. Ruin-Lurker Bat having just lifelink in general, and case gaining 1 life off of every creature ETB, and going in with 2 Elspeth Smites as removal, Go for the Throat as big removal, and Anoint as other removal. These are exile effects that we need in the format currently, and Estes Chandler and Deep-Cavern Bat rounding out the kind of solid 2-drop bat spells that we have, along with the Pilgrim here. This is a different variation of the case where we kind of trim down on the case to add another copy of this. Death Touch being super important as well for this deck list, being able to kind of block anything super big and make sure that we can actually get it off the battlefield and things like that. And the MVP of today's video is the Lunar Convocation. This card was a card that was very hyped when Bloomborough came out. Everywhere, for the most part, fell off of a cliff because it was just so hard to get to work, or you would just play against control and then it never felt like you were good. And this deck's overall weakness was Sunfall control, and that's been a hard deck to run across now because of how fast mono red is. So we actually get a kind of counter to us eliminated by proxy of the format. So this card will be making a ton of bats today. We'll be gaining a lot of life along with the Darkstar Augur. This is the kind of deal damage to ourself card. This card oftentimes can be a detriment to you, but in this deck, because our lowest CMC is 3 mana, it's actually pretty safe to offspring it. Worst case, we're taking 3, but whenever we put this in along with a Conviction online, if we do have a case or a Pilgrim in play, that life will never actually amount to anything too crazy, especially whenever we have a lot of other things with lifelink. And that's where Zoraline kind of comes in at the end, where it says whenever a bat I control attacks, we gain 1 life, and that happens for every single bat that attacks. So for example, if we have Ruin-Lurker, Deep-Cavern Bat, and Zoraline in play, if just those 2 attack, I'm gaining 2 life off of that with Zoraline. If Zoraline attacks with them, then it's 3. And if we get situations where, like, this has made 2 more bats and then there's 5 bats, now it's 5 life, and it really grows this Augur out of like ever killing us range in general. And the best part about it, to top it all off, we're playing Liliana as kind of the de facto best planeswalker, weird permanent that just works well with our deck. Being a lot of creature based, a lot of removal will go onto them, and by its time to establish a Lily, we empty our hand pretty quick because of the way our deck is. And with that said, that's our Lifegain list. If anybody has recommendations, gladly will take them. But for now, we're going to go ahead and dive into the games. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. And let's go see if we can't make Lifegain actually work against the meta. Yes. We're going to play the bat first. I like playing the bat here, especially if they are red. The reason why is because we have to go for the throat things. Okay, my bad. I shouldn't have played the bat. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Who puts this deck together? Not me. Never be me. I'll end turn. I would never put this deck together. I could never do that. Uh-huh. Sure. It's fine with me. You ever have like your So Spotify has an AI bot like for music, and oh my god, does it play bangers? My opponent wants to like do nothing. Sure. Keep a one-laner. I'll do this. I'll do this all day right now. Yeah, player 2-2. And get him in there. Get him in E. I want to fight him. Ooh. Knees. Gotta do this. Then we gotta play this. And then we gotta go combat. Then we gotta hit them. Then we gain a life. And then we activated both modes. And now we make that. And now we gain another life. And now we have a blocker that gets hit way over the head. Oh, they're drawing lands now. Never punished gamers. Uh-huh. Sure. It's like, yeah, I'm like, hey, ain't got spells in that hand of theirs. You kidding me? You ain't deceiving nobody, brother. You missed a land. Monstrous Rage is fine. It's all fine. I would hate for you to commit more spells. Alright, that one we do respond to, so they can't make a dude after. They have to commit another one if they want a spell from me, brother. You have to commit one more if you want one more from me. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine with me. You can make it 2-2. That didn't automatically give you another creature. Oh, that's a tragic one for my opponent, I think. Plays Chandler. Like a big old dude. And with just that, I'm not even worried about dying, to be honest with you. Like, the thing here, right, is I do have a huge Chandler that I can throw in front of this. We're basically at 26. 28 if we really want to be. And if this Chandler dies, I'm throwing it on the Ruin-Lurker Bat. 3-0, 2-0. The 5 should be fine, but I'll throw another 1 in front of it. Just to make sure we have that reach. In case they have some weird, like, +2/+2s. Because they have 2 +2/+2s, so then it all works out horribly. Alright, sure. The worst part is they don't even know that it's actually worse for them that my Chandler dies. Because now my Ruin-Lurker becomes a 4/4 lifelinker. Well, what do we got? Where are we? Oh, candle. Now they can obviously remove it in response, but I have a 4/4 lifelinking Flappy Bird now. Sure. Sure. Pop this. We know the plan, team. They're like trapped in here with me, right? I'm not trapped here with them. They're trapped in here with me. That's where we're at. They gotta run out of spells eventually, you know? Oh boy. I hate that for me. How do I lose? I don't think I don't know. This is probably a way to lose, to be honest with you. What? That was the straw that broke the camel's back there? Sure, I'll take it. All right, we go first. Cool. A little bit of a weird. However, I swear, if this is actually you, bro, and you're cheesing me right now, I'm gonna be puking straight up. We're off. Either way, both of us are happy it's not mono red. I'll tell you that right now. Get in there. They haven't revealed what they're playing. Little do they know I have a lot of lands in hand, so It is what it is. I'm pretty sure on Arena you can have the same name as other people, so I have no idea if it's actually covert. If it is, oh, I don't know if cover's tanking, but it is what it is. Oh no, is it blue-white, dude? Help. We're off, dude. We're off. Opponent goes first. We get to keep this. I mean, this hand's really good. In theory, like, if this hand can't recover, then there's probably no hope in general. Auras. Or, ooh. Invoke, okay. Interesting. Like, we should still be good in this matchup. Like, our bats are going to be so strong with Zoraline on 2. We just have to dodge the case more than anything. So, hopefully, their hand kind of sucks. Hopefully, it's not like blow up this token and then put in a knight and then imitating me. Because that would obviously suck. But, with that said, we'll take this one. I'm good. Got me. Got me. Put in this. It could be a get lost, I guess. I think this is the flash creature. Attack. Yeah. If they have get lost, it should be okay. I say if they have to get lost, they should respond now. Why this can't move the counter elsewhere? We do have a weird situation where, like, with this Chandler, I'm not even that opposed to blocking. Bro, how painful is your mana base? They can't even use a color over there. That's 3 damage on the board, which makes me just want to be super aggressive every time. All right. That flyer does kind of suck a bit. And there's a knight. Okay. Am I good to attack here? I mean, I can't Lily. As long as you lost life this turn, it has vigilance. Okay. I was pretty sure that's how that works, but I wanted to make sure. Double attack. Yeah. And then you tapped a bat, so my attack was fine. Now I have a 6/5. I can jump in front of most things here. We should be able to survive in Imidanes now. We just have to make sure that we can survive. If the Chandler dies, we move all the counters to the Ruin-Lurker Bat. Sure. They do need to get things with flying in play. My lifelink's going to be a bit much if they don't. Alright. Now we do math. They attack out. Alright. We just need to make sure that I can kill them on backswing. 4 counters is being moved. Math. Just do math. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So I do have to block, unfortunately. Block here. And so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. No way. It's exactly 22. There's no 2-1 anywhere. I'm not miscounting, right? 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 22. Okay, it is 22 indeed. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't even think I can win now. Advents just died, or they're about to die. Go to 10. Where's my headphone? Another Imadanes will obviously kill us, but at the same time, honestly, I guess I should have taken out the Evangelius, right? Because it's the only one that can like buff this board. Imadanes was whatever. I went down one more life, but then it would have protected me more from this turn. I just kind of went for blocking the most power play. Probably the thickest slow roll of all time. I can feel it. Or they're doing the math. The math might work out. I have no idea. Okay, the math doesn't work out. All right. When my creatures die, I do drain them for 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I only have to block with 1 creature here. I block like this, and then I can find lethal if they don't have another creature. Yeah. What do we got? We actually have a sick win here, even if they do find a way out of this. Combat. Yeah. So what's actually super dope, right? If there was a way that if I get to attack with this, if they don't have, well, it didn't matter because they were going to take a damage off this to flash in their creature anyway. But say for some reason there was no way for me to get through and get my creature to die, right? So say this was untapped. If I got to attack and say this died or something, I can actually literally target myself and like have to sack a creature that way, right? So if they were able to flash in a creature and protect the board, like we were good, which is super dope. A way to find a lethal there, but oh, on its first, my hand's like too expensive. We got to mull that. Sure, we can keep this. I like want to throw none of these back. Knowing this game, gotta be Lily. Oh, should have been a land. We know it should have been a land. Come on. It didn't maul, so as long as like we can stabilize and eventually find removal for this Swiss Spear, we're good. Because we can Deep-Cavern Bat and hit them and gain a life, but this deck doesn't play the fling. Oh, audacity. Alright, monster trades me and hit me for 10. I'll take it. Yeah. I don't know why I thought it was 10, but I definitely thought it was 10. And that's not a joke. I actually thought it was 10. That's just how bad of a player I am. I will target. Our opponent's lame. Never mind. I thought that maybe they were a little cool. I thought they were playing the actual Gruul version, but instead they're like, nah, dude, I can't play without fling. Are you kidding me? No. I'm good. Black. The Conviction. Play this case. I mean, as long as they don't end up finding more spells, we're good. Gain some life. This is where we really thrive, sort of. I say thrive, like, where we lightly game. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna use this as a game 1, I guess. I don't know what the math turns out. It could come down to just 1 damage, you know. So, I hate everything about this. Black. I'm going to block with this, by the way. We're not really putting this in to get lethal threatened against us. We're going to probably block. Yeah. Yeah. We're gaining some life here. We're gaming. We're gaming. Now, Zoraline, listen, brother. If you ever want to show up so I can attack and gain a ton of life here, Chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? Going up to 10. I have like 4 more-ish life right here. I'll definitely probably block with this as like a 3 life gain. But at that point, like, maybe I should block with it and a token I make. Just to threaten to kill the Swift Spear. Because if they put this on it, then it doesn't die. And now they, like, lose value. We'll see what happens, though. A timeout once. We're still here. I don't even have to control the game anymore. A land. Great. Sick. Gross. You attacking? Easy block. Like a super easy block in general. Like, sure, you draw a card, but now you don't have a creature guaranteed anyway. I do want to lose life. If I sack this, I can bring this back. It doesn't really do anything. So I guess at this point, I should just activate here. We activate now in case we do draw a Zoraline. We do draw a Deep-Cavern Bat, which is pretty sick. Give me looksies. I'm gonna take the only spell. Now, the main problem is with double leyline in play, like, it starts to become any spells lethal along with the creature. But now if they have to take another turn off playing the leyline, we get an entirely unhindered turn. And now the on the raid. Yeah, sure. Is it tapped unless 2 or fewer? Okay, so it can come in on tap next turn as well. Sure. I can never remember if it enters on tap next turn or the turn before, or so on and so forth, kind of thing. Are you red too? Sure. We want this on black with this hand. Now, there's a couple of things I could do here. I could play this, which is threatening enough, but I think I go for Deep-Cavern Bat. Just the most effective card in general. Inspector, reinforcement, blah blah blah. The case is the only thing I'm like afraid of because it can obviously answer my Deep-Cavern Bat next turn. But they can just play the Spire Bluff, play the case, get my bat dead, hit me for 1, then they get whatever card I took away. Sure. Now we're gonna see probably creature tap things attack me for 2. Did you not play the Spire Bluff Canal? Oh yeah, I guess you couldn't. Interesting. Interesting. I'm good. I like where that card's at right now. Sweet. The Ruin-Lurker Bat is in there. Life's gained. Attacks. Now obviously they can Immodanes here. I'd like them to try to attempt so now. Sure. We're gonna exile this now. This knight has to tap their entire team if that's what they're going for. Which is definitely what they probably left on top. Which sucks. Yeah. Sucks, but it is what it is. Oh man. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I guess I gotta play this guy. I guess Ruin-Lurker Bat can technically block for me. Like, it's good, but it's not holding something hostage like my Deep-Cavern Bat is. And then even Imadane's isn't necessarily like, it is the most back-breaking thing here. Like, it's obviously really good, but block, call it a day. Like, it feels awful, but like also it could feel worse, you know. That's a tap land. Kinda gotta get out of this somehow. This is definitely a risk. I'm not saying it's not. We'll have to hold just in case the second Imadane's is inbound. Tap land, sure. One of these creatures has flash. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah. Scry. Uh-huh. We don't see this untapped creature over here. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, man, they're going all in on it, huh? Interesting. On top, it means I'm dead, probably. If I had to guess. Alright. Sweet. Oh, boy. Well, what's going to happen? Am I going to die to this thing? Who knows, man? I have no idea. But what's going to happen, bro? I'm going to draw like 3 cards. I can't even see anything worse than that, you know? Gotta hold that back. There's like no way I can attack with it. There's a Siren, sure. That was probably in hand the turn before. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, Night me up, Imadane's me up. I don't know, man. Let me draw 4 cards here. Let me rally this game back. Oh, wow! It took that long to push the kill me button. Like, wild. That's wild from my opponent. There's like no way you don't attack here. There's no way you're scrying your creatures down. Right. Interesting. Tapping any creatures is absurd. Okay. Like, what was the point of that? Just attack out. Holy moly, bro. I am probably dead regardless. 6. What's the case here? 8, 9, 10. Until next turn. You know what? Screw it, we ball. If I die, I die. I don't know. I ball. Yep. Yep. Yeah, man, you got it, brother. Like, sure. Sure. Oh. Oh boy, I love Squirming Emergence. It's my favorite. Yeah. Yeah. This one. Let me look, see. You don't want to remove it. Come on. Crush. Yeah. Come in Squirming Emergence? No, not yet. What the heck, opponent? Nah, I'm good on Lance. I'm good. I am Groot. I am good. Yeah, I guess. I have no idea if we're gonna win this game. the idea is the ongoing theory that I have is absolutely not, but we can try, you know. We'll just literally start plussing and hope we can eventually tear the hand apart, but the problem is these are all just like, they all just grab a card, so it doesn't really matter. But as long as we can hinder, we'll try. Never mind. It's a goated card if they miss. It's perfect if they miss. But the problem is these are all permanent, so now they can put like an attraction in their hand. Pretty good. Honestly, not opposed to that, because I can just chump Atraxa for 8 billion years. We have to play this game where I just chump Atraxa for the rest of the time. I'll do it. Hey, look, you found a Squirming Emergence. How cool. This thing got... No. Oh, yeah. Strap in, team. This is going to be the worst game of all time. There's no way you didn't... Okay, so they drew a Squirming Emergence, essentially, right? Like, that's what we gathered for that just now. Anoint does nothing, so we'll get rid of it here.
Drop it.
What? Attack? They actually didn't grab... That came in with that, right? Interesting. Like, you could have just casted it here. Like, am I missing something? They must have clicked the wrong card, right? There's just no way in my mind that that was ever the right play. Am I losing my Lily? I just don't know if they could beat this card. Actually, I guess with this card, like, no. Liliana goes. I don't know if I can lose the opposite way. Okay, this card's good. Which one you want? I mean, that was a wild pick. Like, that pick took a while, so... Sure. Nice, 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 nice. We already lost life, and we can gain a little life. I'm in there. Who needs life? Yeah. We're in there. Imagine if there was an Atraxa gaining 7 a turn. I say that, but it's about to happen. There's a Founding in there. That's like, they technically have like 6. They have over 60 cards in their deck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 28. I believe in you, Captain. Oh, what a devastating look. Remove that out of my way, please. Thank you. I'm in there. Down to 5. I'll activate this now. Sick. Pass. Make it, dude. You're down to 4. I got Doodad in play. What's this? Whenever another creature dies? Yeah. Block Prankster? Sure. I'm gonna put a Zoraline in play and actually fall out of my mind. Alright. So we're still dead. Ooh. We're still dead. They can take 3 life and then die to my creature activation. That's funny. Yeah. My bad, bro. There's like no way they didn't mean to take, like, not take the Squirming Emergence, right? Or am I insane? I don't know. Either way, I'm calling it. Well, I can honestly say it went a lot better than expected. I wasn't entirely too high on playing this, especially like Case being like a 3 of was the thing I was most weird of. A lot of times we trim on the Ruin-Lurker Bat, but I decided to go down on the Case instead this time around, just because a lot of times it's a dead draw and you want Case like in your opener, or at least in your like top 10ish to 12ish, and 3 is kind of that perfect number for that. You don't necessarily need it in your opener, but you do want to kind of find one early. And once you find the one, you kind of never want to see another one. If you do, it's great. But like sometimes having like 2 of these in your opener and nothing really going on has always felt kind of bad. So I kind of like trimmed to add a Smite, and then I trimmed a little elsewhere to also add another Smite. But a card today that I think popped off in an incredible way. I just realized, do we even have a new card in here? No, we just played bats. Okay, cool. Lunar Conviction is a card that I think with current meta actually popped off a lot, and I think we got to see how well it did today. I mean, this card was an MVP every step of the way. And if our opponent put like an attraction into play in that one game, we were constantly going to make 1/1 bats and just kind of chump it forever. Now, honestly, were they going to gain a lot of life? Yeah, but like, still weren't we. And eventually, if we can answer the Atraxa, our deck can turn through life pretty quickly because of a card like Essence Chandler. If you have something like a Zoraline in play and a lot of bats attacking immediately, pretty effortlessly overall, you're going to get a situation where Chandler's going to gain a ton of life or get a lot of counters because all the life you gain with like the Ruin-Lurker Bat, the bats off this, other bats elsewhere, or even like the Augur Bat. Like even 6 triggers here puts 6 counters on this and makes it an 8/7 just as something very small. But with that said, I think it just did well. I liked how it played. Playing the ping lands here is a little annoying early, especially when you run into mono red. But as you can see, they were so valuable in making sure that we're constantly taking a damage to trigger this, because it actually works out to being better. Triggering this, but also casting a spell, right? Because obviously at any point we can just pay the 2 life and take the damage. But with that said, that's about all I got. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go to bed. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.